Police seize opiates worth 2 million rupiah, what the police call a very dangerous type of heroin. This stash was discovered at a house in the Mafan ward of Male. Police have not identified any links between the stash and the residents of the house where they found it.
Speaking at a press conference, Superintendent of Police Muhammad Jinnah said, although this rare opiate was found in the living room of a house, there is no proof to link the stash to the resident of the house. Police assume that street price of the stash at 2 million rupiah and are now investigating how such an amount of illegal substance was smuggled and to identify the miscreants. Police have not yet detained any suspects in relation to this case. They refused to disclose the address where the stash was found. The stash was still in the packing, and police observes that the packing is similar to the 3.5 kg drug seized a few days back. In addition to this case, police also publicized statistics of drugs seized from the 20th of August to end of September. 40 people were arrested in 86 drug-related cases within that period, while 120 other cases have been sent to the Prosecutor General's office. 57 blood-sized packets was seized, and the street value of the total amount of drugs seized within this period amounts to 2.5 million rupiah. Recent police operations have seen an increase in drugs seized with original packing in which they are smuggled.
Elections Commission announces that the referendum to decide if the public agrees with the government's proposal to combine islands to form cities when allocating electorates in the upcoming local council elections will be held on the 9th of October. The referendum will be held in the 110 islands, which are to be combined as administrative areas and cities to form electorates.
One of the decisions delaying the local council elections is the allocation of electorates. This decision will be made by the public in the upcoming referendum. The opposition party and the government has come to an agreement that they will give the government a 23-day duration to hold the referendum. According to this agreement, the government had earlier announced their plan to combine 99 islands as administrative areas and 11 islands to form cities. These would be the electorates for the local council elections. President of the Election Commission, Fuad Taufiq, said that the referendum in the 110 islands will be held on the 9th of October. Fuad said that initial preparations are underway and that poll boxes will be sent to the islands within the first week of October. Fuad added that voter registrations will begin in those islands within the coming 2 days. According to Fuad, the government will provide the estimated amount of money required to hold the referendum. The Elections Commission says the results will be announced from respective electorates. While the government now has just 23 days to hold the referendum, the two main parties agreed that local council election should be held before the end of this year.
Senior logistics officials of the Asia-Pacific Military Commands meet in Maldives. The Pacific Area Senior Officer Logistics Seminar was officially inaugurated by the Chief Coordinator of the Maldives Disaster Management Center, Abdullah Shahid.
Speaking at the inaugural ceremony at Bandas Island Resort, Abdullah Shahid shed light on aid efforts from the international community to help Maldives tackle the natural disasters that Maldives has come across.
The most invaluable of all is the personal contact and the bond formed between the member countries, giving rise to better understanding and facilitating cooperation in mutual logistical support.
An initiative by the US Pacific Command, this seminar boasts 105 participants from 25 countries. This seminar will see participants brainstorm about humanitarian assistance, disaster relief, providing support to the United Nations peacekeeping mission, and new concepts of managing logistics. This seminar will also help build a network across the Asia-Pacific, which could be relied on in case of need. The Pacific Commander from the United States shared his views with MNBC One.
It is really an awesome opportunity for all of these senior logisticians to get together because it gives them the opportunity to exchange ideas, strengthen partnerships, build their friendships, so that in the event of contingencies or crisis in the future, they have these relationships already established so that they can call on one another for assistance.
This is the first time this seminar has been held in Maldives, although this seminar has been held annually since 1971.
President Mohamed Nasheed attends the reception hosted by Indonesian Ambassador to the Maldives, Jafar Hussein, to mark the 65th anniversary of Indonesia's independence. The reception was held at Holiday Inn Hotel. In his remarks at the function, President Nasheed said, since Indonesia gained independence in 1947, the Indonesians had fashioned a successful nation and become a fast-developing nation and a leader in the international community. Noting Indonesia is the biggest Muslim country, he said, Maldives looks for leadership from Indonesia in the Muslim world. Further, he said, with the long history of Islam in Asia and Indonesia had experience, understanding and capability to take leadership in the Islamic world. Speaking on the relations that exist between Maldives and Indonesia, the President expressed his confidence that both the countries would expand their economic relations and increase the volume of trade between both countries. The President said the Maldives and Indonesia had a lot in common and there was much the Maldives could learn from the Indonesian experience, especially in building a democracy in an Islamic community. Indonesia's Independence Day is marked on 17th August.